you ever been at a con or an event and you said, oh, that's a really cool costume? And they go, thanks, I threw it together last night. I'm gonna show you how that happens. Welcome to the third episode of Feral Filmmaking, the costumes making special. For this one, we're taking a break from Star Wars and we're headed out to the RENFAIRE. That's right, the funhouse is going on the road. And I'm a heck of a procrastinator, so you know I was cramming last minute. So please forgive the set. I am in a hotel. In this episode, we'll be making 2 costume jackets for the Renaissance Fair, and one of them to be reused in a new character for Fruit and Hari. Without further ado, be sure to give us a like, and let's jump into it.
As much as I love Star Wars, life happens outside of my special interests.
You mean the world doesn't revolve around a franchise from 40 years ago?
We're gonna go to the Renaissance Fair.
I know, our first RENFAIRE.
So, for the costume episode, we're going to be making pirate costumes, fantasy costumes. I think we're gonna focus on the pirate coats for this video. So, to aid in this endeavor, I've recruited the help of my lovely girlfriend, Corina. That's when you jump in. There you go. That's Corina. Please say hello.
Hi, Corina.
Like an AA meeting. Today we're going to, I think, focus on the pirate coats for our costumes because they need to be the fanciest. And this is Fruit's Funhouse, of course. So we're going to make some cat costumes as well. Miss Nudie Bunns is coming with us on the pirate day. So, I mean, she already looks like a pirate, but we're going to have to make a pirate costume for her as well. Not for Fruit. Fruit's coming on the fantasy day. It'll be too hot for him in the evening. Shall we model them? Let's model them. With a blue and black color scheme for the 2 of them. But as you can see, neither of them are quite fit to us. Yeah. So we're gonna do some work on this. Cinch up the backs of these things on both of them, and then we're gonna put some piping along, make everything real shiny and silver, I think. Now I know I'm all about trash, but the costumes don't use trash. Don't dress in trash. Thrift and antique stores, not the junk pile. Now I blew the budget on this one, so be sure to give us a like and a comment. I have surprises. I thought this might look kind of cute on there, like on the back, or even if we're like tying your hair in some way, like that. It looks almost like colonial. Pirates, just kind of like edgy colonial. We have plenty of elastic. I bought every kind of adhesive I could think of. Shiny, blingy ribbons, some silver piping, and some shiny elastic as well. Hoping that we got these tailor lines on the back here, and I'm hoping I'm able to cinch it just along one of those, and it'll be the right width. Miss Bunns gets all hormonal once a month.
I reserved the Funhouse studio to stream my only felines. Babon!
It ends up irritating
It's my turn.
Ears, so I have to keep the babushka bonnet on
I am
there.
surrounded by idiots.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna cinch it right along these 2 tailor lines. Studs hold nicely, but there's so much spare fabric underneath all of this that I want to place this underneath it to keep the whole thing together like that. Yeah? All right. That's a better look at it there. We should have something underneath this.
Ooh, it smells.
I don't think any craft supplies smell good.
Did you ever have an art teacher that was like, I hate the smell of Sharpies, but then she would always have us use Sharpies, and I'm like, girl, I think you like the smell of Sharpies.
Alright, so we got this one side glued with the copper glue, and then I'm just gonna go right on top of one dot, and let that seep in while it's curing. That'll have it cured enough for us to get what we're doing.
We're gonna steal the spot.
Oh, you smell like flowers and laundry detergent. He always smells like sweat and weed.
Okay, so I think the way I measured it.
Huh? This is your measure.
Oh.
Right there. These little tips are a lifesaver. Alright. Oops. I've picked out all these little, I think they're supposed to hold jeans together. There's a female and then a male. They make nice little studs. Or whatever you do. So this is what we're doing to band her sleeve. We got these nice little things, and I'll be putting a little stud on each of there. She went to the bathroom. Quick, while she's gone, everybody tell her how pretty she is in the comments. Thanks. You excited to go?
I don't know. We'll see. I think after everything I've seen, I'm just getting harder to impress. We'll see.
I think it's gonna be a pretty rad time.
I guess. Jeez, don't blow a hemorrhoid.
I think you're on everything important right now, dude.
Now, Corina's a responsible person and she's attending school. So once I had her measurements, I let her go back to study and I finished up. I've cut a strip of this silver piping the length of the outside of the jacket, and we've selected the seams underneath the armpits to pinch it from. Da-da-da-da-da. Here's the finished version. I've attached some epaulets to the top with those same rivets I was showing you earlier. The epaulets are made out of just the shiny elastic. I've braided these captain's colors out of the same piping. What looks like leather wraps up there is actually just electrical tape. The piping was stuck on with good old super glue and stitched on in a couple places just for security. This bow came as is, but I did add those rivets and this hair tie to the back. The belt is from my personal collection. I've also banded the sleeves with the same elastic that's on the epaulets. Corina provided this lovely clip to pinch the back. I did get this one erroneous string of glue that is driving me nuts, but time is short, so on to the next. Alright, for the navy coat, I added a spacer to the pinched back with this pleather alligator skin and some ribbon. And we're gonna glue that down, and then we're gonna cinch it in two places, here to here and here to here. With that same faux gator skin, I'm gonna stick it up under here and draw a stencil. Same on the other side. And then we're gonna glue it down. A couple of flaps, keep it on there. Like you saw earlier, I used the proper glue and then a couple of dots of super glue to save on curing time. Here we have 2 strips of elastic, 4 D-rings, and 8 of those rivets. And that's what's gonna hold this coat together. We're gonna put it on the outside of the seam for strength. Right there. Just gonna poke the D-ring straight through it. Like so. Does not look bad, I must say. After dressing up the epaulets with more of that pleather alligator skin, I wrapped a hair tie, twisted it, and glued it down with some super glue, one end, and then twisted, and then glued the other end. And then I just stuck some rivets in there, slapped a silver Sharpie on that button there. There's still space underneath here for a sling or a belt or what have you. I was thinking I wanted to tackle this collar with some of that pleather, but it ended up being too much to deal with on the time crunch. Here's the finished versions. I did end up doing the lapels on the navy coat, and that looks fabulous. I can't wait to see how it all fits on us. It is super late at night, like 3 a.m. So for Danuda's pirate attire, I hand-washed a mime striped shirt, a bandana, and a blue leopard print vest from her collection. Now let's check out the final results just before we head out to the fair.
Baboon, you better be getting me at a flattering angle.
I was not. Now everything you see here is either regular clothes we already owned or something we got from the thrift shop. All that mess on our waists is just some strips of fabric that were cut into triangles and then tied around our waists at the side. And here is the finished look. I'd say it's not too shabby for a champagne couple's costume on a beer budget. And after a tiny little last-minute adjustment, last looks they call it in film, we were ready to go get our sea legs and take on the entire Renaissance. Let me tell you, this one has been a blast, folks. So thank you so much for tuning in to this 3rd episode of Feral Filmmaking. Hi, Future Harry here. I forgot to ask you guys to leave a comment, but we're a small channel, so if you could, every little bit helps. Thanks! But seriously, thank you. Come back next week. We're going back to Star Wars for Fruit and Hari. I think it's gonna be a special on locations next week, but don't hold me to that. I'm kind of going out of order here. Be sure to check out fruitsfactory.myshopify.com to get one of the lovely cat hats that I made for you. And stay tuned later this month for FTV's Road Rules, the RENFAIRE edition. I took Nudie Bunns and Mr. Fruit to the RENFAIRE, and they're gonna be a hit. We'll see y'all again Monday. Stay cool, Street Cat.